For engagement strategies, the California Framework has a good base to start from. It's a chapter called Instructional Strategies. As you go through the chapter, there's a lot of good information. Those are standards of mathematical practices again. This is where I got that information about three aspects of, or the big three shifts, and specifically where we talked about how the word understand is used in the standards to set explicit expectations for what conceptual understanding. So this is a really good chapter in our framework, but I want to focus on in this framework chapter is not necessarily the models, but what I want us to see are the student engagement activities. Okay, when I refer to SMP3, Standards of Mathematical Practice 3, that's the construct viable arguments and critique the reasoning of others, or it's our thinking, our feedback. We need to be able to set up opportunities for kids to basically have a discussion about their rigor mat in a structured way. And so the framework gives some options for our students to have structured opportunities. There's this one that's called an appointment clock. That's a popular one. The carousel museum walk, that's great for some larger projects. Coming to consensus, this is another good activity. Remember, we talked about kids need to come to an agreement on that one activity called numbered heads together, and we'll see that soon. As we go through, there's some that I like inside outside circle as well. You can read up on those. I'm not going to read them to you, but I'm just highlighting some that I think are important. My go-to strategies is that numbered heads together. I really like that. Quiz trade takes some preparation time. If you recall the multiplication cards I was showing you, that's where that idea came from. Think, pair, share. That's a good idea, especially when you build the opportunity for kids to have to perform in front of their peers. Team share, that's great too, but you want to build kind of a randomness for students to be, let's say, on their feet to share. So anyway, these are some very big topics that are in our framework that I've given you a link to. It looks like it's around page 12 or so. Be sure to know some of these. I suggest to know at least two of them really well. You're going to include them on your instructional plan that you're going to turn in, but I just wanted to point that out to you where these are located, and you can do deeper Google searches on these as well.